Hey everybody, it is Raisha, and I've got some doll sales for you. This video has been coming for about a year now, so I'm glad to finally be getting everything going here. So, first up, I live in a non-smoking house with cats. I will be accepting PayPal payments only, and I do not charge fees. As far as shipping goes, if you can pay in 2 installments or less, then I am offering free shipping, because I'd really like to get at least a few quick sales here. However, if you need, free shipping to the US. If you live internationally, I'll do half price shipping. We can split the costs there. And if you need a layaway, I am pretty flexible with terms. Just send me a note what's going to work for you. You know, if you need 3, 4, 5, however many months, just let me know what kind of schedule is going to work for you. I'm real flexible there, as long as it is acknowledged that all payments are non-refundable. So, you know, for whatever reason you have to back out of the sale, you don't get your money back. That's just how that works. So, alright, let's get into the dolls. Alright, first up, I've got this handsome man here. This is the Dollshe Grant Phillipe. Get up where I can see the camera here and actually see what we can see. Oh, he is a hefty boy. A good view of him there. This is Face Up by Red Iris Atelier, which is me. Really nice face up on him there. His head shows rather darker than his body here for some reason. It is the same color, it's just the face up that makes him look a little darker. If you'd like, I can add, you know, maybe a little blushing on his collarbone just to kind of blend that together a little more, but he is in near perfect shape. He did have, probably can't even see it on camera here, but yeah, totally blurry, sorry guys. His little finger broke off here, but it's been glued back on and is pretty not noticeable now. But oh, he is very heavy. He is a big boy. So he comes with his original box, though the box does have just a little bit of water damage from being in storage, and then all of the little add-ons that he came with, which include the cup so he can wear pants more seamlessly, some hand-changing paddles, extra string, his COA, and yeah, I think that's that on him. I'm looking for $700 on him, and as I said, if you can pay in 2 installments or less, I will do free domestic shipping on him or half price international. And I'll go ahead and do a little blushing around his collarbone chest area here to make his face blend a little more seamlessly. Alright, next up is this lovely lady here. She is actually a very rare doll. The head, well, the body's not rare at all. The body is resin sole. It's the double jointed wrong body. And she is in the light tan. She definitely does have some uneven yellowing. Doesn't look too bad on most of her body. Her shins are a little bit darker. I think I had her dressed in some shorts. It's nothing drastic or terribly noticeable, but it is a little darker. But the main issue is that her feet are kind of a different color. They were ordered, I had her originally with high-heeled feet, which somehow ended up going with another doll at some point. But so these feet came from a different resin batch, and they are much more kind of yellowy, greeny toned than the more warm tan of the rest of her body. But, you know, if she's wearing shoes, you'll never notice. Or pants. If she's wearing pants, you're never gonna tell the difference there. But, anyways, and she is, I think she also lost a finger at one point. Yeah, and then it's pretty impossible to see, will be impossible to see on camera here, but she did lose this ring finger at one point. It's been glued back on real nice and clean. But the head is the rare bit there, and that is a Featherfall Idui, which was Designed by the Canadian doll company Featherfall, which went out of business several years ago now. And then it was sculpted by Resin Soul and sold exclusively through Featherfall. It's Irui the Puka. She came originally, well, you could opt to order her with the big giant fennec fox ears, and I don't have those. And yeah, I am looking for $220 on her, which might sound a little high, but this head I haven't seen go on the marketplace in about 2 years now. I've never seen a single one up for sale, so it is a very rare head, and yeah, that's what I'm looking to get from her. She does have ears pierced too. Let me see if I can get... I think that's maybe in focus. So her ears are pierced, and she's got some suede in her neck. She's just been freshly strung, so she's real nicely strung. Okay. Next, this lady here is Resin Soul Shue. She has high-heeled feet. The Shue body, but she comes with the large bust that normally comes with Dai's body. She had some uneven yellowing, but I just gave her a fresh sanding to kind of get a lot of that off and kind of give her a bit of a renewal. So there is there's a hint of it still under these my bright studio lights here. I can see, you know, her feet are maybe just a hair darker, and maybe in some kind of the low areas I could see a little shadowing, which kind of actually looks more like almost like body blushing. But anyway, so she is a little bit of yellowing. She is older, but she is in the Resin Soul's normal skin. Let's see what you see on the camera here. Are we gonna focus? Yeah, I think she's in focus there, maybe. Fresh face up from myself again. This actually, she was entered in a face-up contest at Resin Rose, and I won first place in that with this face-up. So you get an award-winning face-up if you want to bring her home. I am looking for $240 on her. I will have all the details down in the description below. I know I tend to kind of babble and get wordy and forget things. So yeah, if you miss what something is or what the price is or anything, just check in the description below. I'll have everything typed up down below. Okay, this guy, him in the camera here. This is a hybrid. The body is Miro doll, the 68 centimeter. His hands have been modified. He comes with very like spatula hands that were just terrible. So they were modified. A little fly in here. Modified with the boiling technique to give him a nice, more natural shape on there. And they look pretty good now. Yeah, they were pretty terrible originally. So his hands are blushed. You can probably see there he does have a partial blushing just on his chest and abs here. Older, it's in pretty good shape. The blush is kind of rubbed off the nipples, but otherwise it looks pretty good. Hands are in good shape. The head, the face-up is fresh. I just redid that I don't know, a few months ago here, I think. Yeah, I'm sorry things don't focus. I just don't have the best camera here for making videos, but yeah, if you are looking for some better pictures, good pictures at all, check out my Instagram, which is also going to be linked in the description below, because I will, after this video goes up, or before, who knows, whenever, I will put individual pictures of all the dolls up on Instagram as well, so you can actually, you know, see them. So, alright, that is the first batch there. I'm going to pause this and move the camera to get the next ones in view. Actually, I completely forgot to mention, This is the normal skin, the head. Yeah, I totally wasn't going to talk about him, I guess. The head is Resin Sol normal skin, but it's, like, this is normal skin, too. They're both Resin Sol normal skin, and I got them around the same time, so, she wasn't this dark before I sanded her, so, I don't know. He's got more of a yellowy tone, where she's more of a pinky tone. They were both Resin Sol's normal once upon a time. Anyways, you can see the head to body is a great match. This was also Miro Doll's normal, but they're... So looking at these two next together, she's like a normal pink and he's like normal yellow, I would say. Normal, I hate that term for doll colors, but that's what the company calls it. So his price is $220 I'm looking for on him. So, alright, now I'm going to go ahead and move the camera. Alright, next up here, grab my notes. This is Magic Mirror Siobhan. Might be able to get her to focus because she'll kind of take up the whole camera here. She is in, I believe she called it light tan. It's really a lovely, nice brown color. She has a face up by me, and she comes with these glass eyes. The body blushing is, sorry guys, I'm kind of out of breath. I've got asthma's just bugging me today for some reason. Alright, she has her original body blushing from the company from Magic Mirror. It is wearing pretty good though. She's kind of rubbed off on her belly here and on her nipples and the high points. Super cute body. Love that badonkadonk. And her chubby little belly. And her breasts. She's just super cute overall. I'm kind of sad to be getting rid of her, but she's been on and off the chopping block quite a few times, and I just not do anything with her, so time to let her go. This is her original carrying bag that she came with. Certificate of Authenticity's in there. And let's see, I am looking to get $500 for her. Okay, this little bitty beauty is next. Hair. Is she in focus? She might be in focus. This is another little cutie that has been on and off the chopping block a number of times. She is wired, double jointed in the knees, even though she is so tiny. She's a great little poser, especially with the wire. She's got these awesome little dainty, delicate hands. There is some residue from the sealant there in her fingers. She just needs a good scrub with a toothbrush and some brush cleaner, I guess. So she is a hybrid, kind of a one-of-a-kind hybrid. This is not one that you could recreate. The body is a Garden of Dolls Nabbyette body, and Garden of Dolls, her website's gone. She does still sell through her Etsy page, and you can still get a Nabbyette, but she only sells in-stock ones, so you can't order them in any special colors or anything. And she no longer casts at the same casting company, so you couldn't get the same color match anymore. The head is Sleeping Elf, aka Tiny Bear, and the sculpt is Tiny Mina, the mermaid version. That's what she's calling these ears, mermaid ears. So they were both, and the head, Tiny Bear doesn't really sell heads separately. I had to kind of beg her to do a special order here on this one. So yeah, she probably couldn't be recreated, certainly not without buying a couple of full dolls and then swapping them around. But so yeah, she was both bits were cast at the same time through the same casting company, so it is a perfect match. She is an awesome little doll. She is $250 is what I'm asking for for her. And she'll come with, this is just a, oops, a little padded bag, and I think this is like a sunglasses case actually, but it's kind of a perfect little carrying case for her. I've got a couple of heads here. This one is a Resin Soul Mai. Could be a boy or a girl. I think the sculpt is intended to be a boy, but I had a Mai on, not this same one, but this same sculpt on a girl body for a long time, and she works great as a girl too. Does have a fairly recent face up from me. I think this one's just a few months old, so nice fresh neutral face up on him or her in the normal skin color. Looking at it next to the pink and yellow bodies that I talked about before that are both normal skin, just kind of right in between. Not really yellow, not really pink. And price, I am looking for $90 for that one. Alright, next up I've got another pretty rare sculpt here. This is, that's her COA. This is a Dollshe Tulip. If I get focused. Hey, there we've got some focus. She was, I'm not sure what year she's from, but she was discontinued a number of years ago from Dollshe, and she's pretty rare now. She does have a fresh face up from me, and oh, she's in the Dollshe's normal pink color, and I'm looking for 110 for her. Next is this body. This is Dalmore Zowl. Dalmore Zowl's body. That's a COA, and that's the wrap she came with. I got her in person at Dollism when Dollism was held here in New York a few years ago. So I didn't get any kind of box or anything for it. They just, Dalmore didn't bring any boxes on their dolls for shipping reasons, but yeah, but that's what they sent with her. It's pretty cute actually, but anyways, body is the Zowl body, which is a small SD body. The torso's kind of a fairly standard, like an SD10 size, but her legs are shorter. But she can wear kind of standard SD size clothing for the most part. Pants are just going to be long on her, but she's got some kind of weird yellowing. I hesitate to call it yellowing because it's more like fading. You probably can't really see it on camera. This is the spot where it's kind of most obvious. And it's really not that obvious. I just under my studio lights here, I can see it just under these bright lights. But she was wearing a pair of shorts, and the part that was covered by the shorts is pinker, whereas the rest of her has kind of like faded to like her hand almost looks like white skin. Like there, I don't know. Maybe you can see the difference on camera there with her hand against thigh. Can't really see the screen to see what that looks like, but yeah, it's kind of odd because she kind of almost looks like a darker white skin now instead of pink. Except for her thighs are kind of pinky. Oh, just got a little bit of dirt there. I need to clean that off. But anyways, yeah, so some uneven, I guess uneven yellowing. Other than that, she's in pretty good shape. I did do, let me get up here on my knees so I can actually see the screen, see what y'all are looking at. If you can see, her fingers were like, these middle two fingers were sculpted, like glued together. Not glued, but you know, sculpted together. And I did separate them. There, I think we're in focus. So the middle two fingers were sanded apart. It's not the most perfect job ever, but it looks pretty good. I didn't do that hand, just that one spot. Yeah, she is single jointed and pretty nice, cute little body. Oh, I am looking for $250 for her. Okay, next is this gentleman. Notes from the other page. There we go. So this guy is another hybrid. I do love my hybrids. The body is Miro Doll. He is MSD, but he's really a rather tiny MSD, and it was a challenge to find out. Well, here is a resin sole wrong next to him, and you can see how much taller she is. And yeah, so he's pretty tiny as far as MSDs go. But so finding a head that was actually kind of his size was a big challenge. And what I ended up with here is this is a UNAVAILABLE Risha head. Risha. Anyways, she doesn't really sell heads generally separate either. Actually, she's still selling. I'm not sure she's even selling dolls anymore. But anyways, here I'm babbling again. UNAVAILABLE Risha head. The eyes were modded bigger. If you're familiar with this sculpt, he's got tiny little eyes, but I was trying to make him kind of fit in with my other MSDs. So his eyes got modded larger. Faceup is by me, but it was done many years ago, so it's not exactly up to par with my current style, just to warn you there, if you are familiar with my faceup work. The wig is also by me. It is Tibetan lamb, not on the pelt though, it's hard cap. He has, see, he's got some extra hands and feet in the bag. These are his original hands and feet, which are just kind of weird. I don't know, Miro Doll's hands and feet are not great. The wrist was oval, and so I reshaped his wrists to be round, so he can actually, you know, use his hands now. And these hands are resin sole hands, resin sole feet. The feet match great. The hands are a little pinkier. They look kind of newer than the body. I don't remember when I got them, but looks like he had a partial body blushing, just on the front. Rubbed a bit on the abs here, but pretty good shape. The that's the certificate of authenticity on the head. Body doesn't have one because it's Miro Doll and they don't do that. Oh no, there is another thing to note, a very important thing here. This head is actually, I think she called it fresh, but it's like, we're supposed to be normal, but it's like white. There we go. Blinding white head. You can see the inside of the cap. That's an old wig too. Not exactly up to my current standards, but it looks good. Anyways, yeah, he pretty much looks white, so this is the face up that has given him that skin tone. So just be aware, if you wiped him, you would have to blush the face to match darker. Looks, I see some little bits of pink. There we go. Yeah, he's wired, just in the knees, I guess. So that is him. Okay, this lady here is a Noble Dolls Reglisse. She is got some cat hair on her. You are welcome to this wig if you want it. I bought it just for her, and I don't have any other use for it. It's a little frizzy, but anyways, if you want it, you can have that. If not, let me know. Has her original face up and body blushing by Acela, Noble Dolls. Another super cute pear body, big old booty. Look at that thing, adorable. She's in great shape. A little bit of blush rubbing, a little bit of rubbing on her blush on her like knuckles and nipples, but otherwise she's in real great shape. Oh no, I lost my focus. Damn it. It is not going to go back into focus, so we'll set her down. She comes with her COA and original bag, the wig if you want it, face and body blush by the company. Okay. Next I've got get this girl here. There we go. Now we're in focus. Alright. This is Charlie by St. Bloom. I have done a fair bit of mods on her face. She had a very childlike face sculpt, so I thinned out her jawline. I don't remember what all I did to her. I did a fair bit of work on her face. Gave her some cheekbones. Just try to make her less childlike overall. And she's got like a rockabilly face up, real dramatic. Her hands are blushed. She comes with this mohair wig. The earrings are just glued on. I cannot promise that they will not be knocked off in shipping. Hopefully they will survive, but she also comes with this cute little outfit, halter top and high waist kind of sailor style shorts, a couple of pairs of shoes, and I thought I had a COA for her, but it doesn't seem to be in the box, and I can't imagine anywhere else that it might be, so maybe St. Bloom doesn't do COAs, I don't remember, but this is the original box she came in. It's got a lid and everything too, so. And I am looking for a $250 on her. Alright, last one. This here, a little different. This ball jointed, it is a ball jointed doll, but she is porcelain instead, not resin. She is from Turtle Child Studios. In the color, name of the color is Dresden. She is, she's kind of one of a kind. Before the last firing of porcelain, I guess, I'm not terribly familiar with porcelain dolls, but you can apparently kind of carve away at the sculpt and change it a bit before you fire it. So she has, her breast shape is modified because they were kind of globy on the original sculpt, and then she also like thinned the jawline down and opened the eyes because it was a sleeping sculpt. So she was custom modified by the original artist before firing. She's got great posability. All of her joints are sueded with actual suede. You know, she's got kind of a clicky sound you can hear. As she is porcelain. She does have a head back there and COA. And I'm happy to give her a face up for you if you would like. She is porcelain. You can paint porcelain the same way as resin. Take same materials and sealant and everything. Works pretty much exactly the same. The texture feels a little different while painting, but I've painted a couple of dolls from the same studio and worked out great. So she does also have a broken finger. Her middle finger here is not, maybe it's gonna focus there. Middle finger broke. Corey does offer free replacements. I just have never gotten around to letting her know that I needed one. So you know, if you're not cool with the glued finger, you can always just send her a message, Corey at Turtle Child Studios, and she can replace that for you. But yeah, that's her original box and packaging and COA. $600 is what I'm asking for on her, which I think new. I think she sells for about $700 new. Alright, so that is everybody. If you are interested in any of these lovely dolls, please send me a message here on YouTube. You can message me on Instagram, Facebook, anywhere really, Etsy,